July 1st, 1916, dawn broke quietly over northern France. British soldiers stood in their trenches along the River Somme, waiting for the signal. For an entire week, their artillery had pounded German positions. Commanders promised the enemy trenches were destroyed, the barbed wire cut, and resistance crushed. The men believed them. Many soldiers joked nervously. Some wrote last letters home. Others checked their watches, gripping rifles with shaking hands. They were told to walk forward calmly, not run. There would be little danger. At 7:30 a.m., whistles blew. Thousands of British soldiers climbed out of their trenches and began walking across no man's land. Within seconds, the world exploded. German machine guns, untouched by the bombardment, opened fire. Bullets tore through the advancing lines. Men fell in rows shot before they had taken 10 steps. The orderly advance turned into chaos, screams, and panic. The ground was muddy and uneven. Heavy packs slowed the soldiers. Barbed wire remained intact in many places, trapping men in open ground as machine gun fire cut them down mercilessly. By midday, entire battalions had ceased to exist. Some units suffered nearly 90% casualties in minutes. The first day of the Battle of the Somme became the deadliest day in British military history. Over 57,000 British soldiers were killed or wounded, 19,000 of them dead. And this was only the beginning. The Somme was meant to break the stalemate of trench warfare. Instead, it became a grinding battle of attrition. For months, British and French forces launched attack after attack, gaining only a few hundred yards at a time. Villages were captured, lost, and recaptured. Each became nothing more than a name on a map and a pile of rubble. The landscape transformed into a wasteland of craters, shattered trees, and shallow graves. Rain turned the battlefield into a sea of mud. Wounded soldiers drowned in shell holes. The dead often could not be buried and slowly disappeared into the earth. New weapons appeared. In September 1916, the British unleashed a terrifying invention, the tank. Massive, slow-moving machines crawled across the battlefield, crushing barbed wire and terrifying German defenders. But the technology was new and unreliable. Many tanks broke down before reaching the enemy. Despite everything, the fighting continued. Soldiers lived under constant shellfire. Sleep was nearly impossible. Fear became permanent. Shell shock spread rapidly, leaving men shaking, silent, or screaming uncontrollably. Officers struggled to maintain morale. Medics worked endlessly, often without enough supplies. Stretcher bearers crawled through gunfire to rescue the wounded, knowing they could be killed at any moment. By November 1916, winter arrived. The offensive was finally halted. After more than 4 months of fighting, the Allies had advanced just a few miles. The cost was staggering. Over 1 million men on both sides were killed or wounded. For what strategically, the Somme achieved little, but it changed the war forever. The German army was weakened. British forces learned harsh lessons about modern warfare. And the scale of industrial killing shocked the world. The Somme became a symbol of World War I's brutality. For families back home, telegrams arrived by the thousands. Entire towns lost their young men. Some streets were left with almost no adult males. Today, the fields of the Somme are peaceful. Green grass covers the scars of war. But beneath the soil lie countless soldiers many never identified, many never recovered. They were clerks, farmers, students, teachers. Ordinary men thrown into extraordinary horror. The Battle of the Somme reminds us of a terrible truth. Courage does not guarantee survival. Obedience does not guarantee victory. And war does not care how many lives it consumes. On July 1st, 1916, the British Army walked forward believing the war could be won in a single day. Instead, they walked into history's bloodiest lesson.